All right. Austin Eastsiders, how are we doing tonight?
Austin Eastsiders!
Everyone's asleep. There we go.
There it is. Everyone's
Good
really
morning,
cold.
Austin Eastsiders. Hi, we are comedians interviewing musicians, and tonight we are going to assault you with an hour of that.
Yeah, get ready.
Hey,
heat
this is
things
my,
up.
I know, right? It's cold, so we got to keep it hot.
Freaking freezing.
This is my super spicy co-host, Kim Stacy.
Hi, and this is amazing co-host Becky Jo Neal.
Notice how she didn't say spicy, because I'm basically the epitome of mayonnaise.
No, I'm gravy, to be honest.
Ooh, that's why we're best friends.
We're a poutine. We're a poutine of comedy. Welcome.
Ben is our cheese curd, because Dad is gone tonight.
Yes.
Our loyal and amazing boss, Chris, is in Germany doing the Lord's work or making money. I don't really know.
I'm gonna
Who
go with
knows?
both. Yeah.
He's saving lives.
America.
He's busy, so it's we're gonna consider it Mom's Weekend here.
It's Mom's Week here because we have Mama Claudia in the house.
Yes, Mama
holding
Claudia.
it down, and my mom is here.
Give it up for Kim's
Woo!
mom. Ann is in the house.
This is the woman that you can assault for saying you gave birth to that.
Why would you do that?
Woman, have some birth control.
Oh, no. My mother, bless her soul, is she's a lawyer, so I never got anything right as a child, ever. We could have argued about whether the sky was purple, and that bitch would be right.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, hands down.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying. Do you have any good mom stories?
Oh, yeah. So we were talking earlier about the first time I saw my mom drunk.
Yes.
I was in high school. She just crumbled. I was in high school, and we had our Christmas high school dance, and my mom went to my father's Christmas party, and she came back, and I was in the bathroom with my girlfriend. She comes in barreling through, and she's like, "Did you girls have a good time? Did you have fun dancing to the songs and the music?"
The songs
And she sits on the side of the tub, and she's like, "Gosh, this chair is uncomfortable." It's like, "That's because it's a tub, Anne." And then she puts her little hobbit feet up, and she's got her little knee boots on. She goes, "And I take these off. You take these off.
Take them off.
I take these off now." And falls ass over key kettle. What is that? Yeah.
Oh. Ass over tea kettle.
Ass over key. Yusuf and Sini Hefeweizen. So she
First
fell
time
on
Kim
her
got
face
drunk.
in the bathtub, and that was my introduction to alcohol with my mom.
My last time I got
She
drunk
flipped
with
me
my
off.
mom. I don't live close to my mom anymore, so our times to get drunk with each other are few and far between. But every year, my sisters and my mom takes us to what we call the Christmas lingerie hall, and we go to this.
Is that a mother-daughter event?
I mean, we're weird. We're Irish. I don't know.
Okay.
And we get champagne drunk at this lingerie place in Kansas City, and they fit us, and we get new bras and underwear for the whole year, and it's this whole thing, and it's great. And my mom got shit-faced on champagne this last year, and she handed, my younger sister is 6 feet tall, but 110 pounds soaking wet, so she's real little. And my mom handed her this tiny garment that was hung up, on a hanger like it was a bra. And she's like, "Jamie, you try this on." Our moms sound the same drunk, by the way.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You try this on.
You listen, you put these on.
Take these off.
You go, put it
She
on.
handed it to my sister, and my sister's I can hear her struggling with it. She's like, "Mom, it doesn't attach at the top. These aren't straps." She comes out. She is wearing a garter belt upside down over her titties. Because my mom saw this tiny little triangle-shaped thing and was like, "Oh, the little one, she'll fit in that." And the woman who was working the lingerie store came around the corner and spit took all over my mom. She's like, ma'am, that's a garter belt." And she just ran into the corner to laugh it off. And we went the next, this was 2 years ago. We came the year after. She's like, "Oh my God, you guys are the guy with the garter belt bra."
Oh.
Sorry,
You come
woman
out
who-
wearing a sock, and you're like, "It's a tube dress."
Yeah,
And you're
it's
"Ma'am,
a
that's a sock.
It's a nursing bra. You're like, "Oh, it's an eye patch." Oh, that's fun.
Okay, I'm a pirate.
Ooh.
Well,
Moms.
welcome to Comedians Interviewing Musicians. We like to thank our sponsors before we go off here. First of all, Austin Eastsiders, the amazing place we're at right now. Gluten-free goodness. So great.
Please tip the cider goddess behind the bar.
Absolutely lovely and beautiful.
They really do kick so much ass and pour so much delicious cider.
Yeah.
Please tip them.
Also, Newsstand Manufacturing with our awesome T-shirts that you can get over there in the back. Also, you can, thank you, Vanna.
Yes.
And then you can also tip our amazing band tonight. We've got a jar back there, and there should be
little
some
tiny
cups
ones on all your
everywhere as
tables.
well. And go ahead, and 100% of that goes to our band, which is, I'm so excited who we have tonight.
I'm very excited.
All right, let's make some weird eye contact.
Okay, we always try to make eye contact with someone in the. I'm
gonna
picking
do
you.
it with my mom. I just said that out loud, and it sounded bad.
Her
I'm
mom
gonna do
just
it with my mom.
glared back at her like, "You're gonna talk shit about me, and now you want to make eye contact?"
Yes, I do, Anne.
Yes.
She flips
All
me
right.
off this whole time.
On the count of three, are you ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Roland and the Roots Riddim, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up.
Thank you. Oh, see, it's been a long road, come a long way since Robertsport City. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, I remember when I used to dig for roots, where sticks and stones could break my bones, and the sound of mortar shells would blast the air. So much terror in the atmosphere. Now I've come to see I was planting roots, a strong foundation for a better future. Even though the sun would shine, they would do their best to rain on my parade. Like the prophets of gloom, they used to say to me, "You dumpster child, you ain't nobody." But I never give up. No, yeah, nah, never give in. No, 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 no. And I never back down. No, yeah, nah. When the night will fall, my hungry lonely eyes began to sticks. Well, I will ask the hands of death to come and take my pen far away. But my heart was made strong by the Almighty Jah, and now I'm standing tall today. Whoa. After all my lonely tears, I made up my mind to never give up in this fight. I used to dream of a life so happy and free. Now I'm cutting checks and catching first-class flights. I knew the day will come when I will have my own. Discarded child becomes the cornerstone. After all the pouring rain, now I've come to see the sun shines again. And I never give up. No, 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 no. Never give in. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And I never give up. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. And to the chorus. And I never, no, 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 never give in. Oh no. I'll never back down, never back down, no, no.
Yes, give it
Thank you.
up. Roland in the Roots Riddim.
Thank you.
Thanks again, everyone, for
Amazing.
joining us tonight. Well, not for our podcast audience. There are several people on this stage right now. Not all of them have mics. So, Roland, if you wouldn't mind introducing everybody.
Yes, indeed. My pleasure. Over here, these two beautiful ladies. This is Sparkle,
Ooh,
Sparkle.
and that's her real name.
Yes.
come through.
Yes, and she's the sparkling one in the team. And this is Bunny.
Oh, hi,
Yeah,
Bunny.
Hello.
Yes. This is Mr. Leonard
Oh,
Barbar.
Leonard.
Yes.
Leo, Black Chinese. Over there is Iraq Eric.
You rock, Eric. Thank you all so much for joining us again today. This is Comedians Interviewing Musicians. We like to pop off our first interview segment with some Stan mail. Stan is a Webster Dictionary recognized term meaning stalker fan.
Nice.
So we're going to ask you some stalkery questions. These are from all over. My first one is actually just going to be from me because we have to stalk you on the internet. It's part of our job.
Yep.
You have a single coming out this Friday,
That's right.
15th.
Yep.
How will you be celebrating the release of your single?
That's very, very good. Our agent was, setting up some party. And however, at the bottom of it, because most people, these are all working professionals, and most of the other band members are not here. So most of the time, we're going to celebrate by going out, have a good time, hang out with family. For me personally, I plan to go out to an African restaurant and really eat some good African food.
Where is a good African restaurant around
Oh,
here?
nice. Here's a plug for them.
Yes.
There are several.
See, I need to know this because I would like to know.
There's
feel like-
several. So first few, I will give a shout out to our day. There's an Ethiopian restaurant right off of 35, right past Airport Boulevard.
Ooh.
Not far from here. It's literally right
Close,
up there on the right side of 35, 35 North. And then also there's another one up north in Round Rock. So the one that I go to is in Pflugerville called Sister T's Kitchen.
Sister T's Kitchen.
Yeah, and they serve a lot of good stuff. Leo had been there before. We, had the last single we released back in June. That's where we met as a band and celebrated and had a good food out there.
That's amazing.
Yes,
Food
indeed.
is a big part of your celebration always?
Yes, always.
Always.
You got me on that one.
Same.
Yeah.
Always,
Same.
always,
Even
yes.
non-celebratory.
Yeah, we were
Yes.
talking about food is both celebratory and consoling.
Yeah.
It
It
is,
could be for
actually,
something
yeah.
great. It could be for something bad. Either way,
Yeah,
there's
you
food on
know.
the stove.
Yeah.
For me, it's great. I don't know. I like to just feeling that the taste, satiating the taste of the food, every taste buds getting their own massage and stuff.
Ooh.
I love it.
What's
Taste
one of
buds getting
your
massaged.
What's one of your favorite African dishes?
One of my favorite
Yeah.
African dishes, I have to go back to my tribe and my village back in Liberia. I'm from the Vai tribe, and I put my hand on the Bible and swear that we're the best cook in the whole country. So my favorite is check rice and gravy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You got us
just
with
said
gravy.
Yes.
Tell us more about that gravy.
About this gravy. What is this gravy you speak of? And so it's really what in the U.S. you guys would call a stew.
Yeah.
What with the gravy.
Yes.
So it's mixed up with a lot of different meat,
Yes.
but oh my God, it's just really good. You're making me hungry talking about
Yeah,
I know,
but we're
seriously.
gonna
Starving.
We're just all gonna go. We're gonna go Pflugerville. Are
going
you
to
all
Sister
excited?
T's.
Okay, we're leaving.
Exactly. And another one is cassava leaf. That's my native people's food. Cassava in the U.S., our Spanish people call it yuca.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the leaf that grows, we cook that also, and it's really, really good. I did a study on it, and it has a lot of antioxidants. That's good for anti-inflammation in the body.
There we go.
Something
It's
like that.
healthy and delicious.
And delicious, exactly.
Screw that quinoa.
Yeah.
Suck on that kale.
Suck on that kale.
Yeah. So, but overall, I'm excited about the single coming out on Friday. It's gonna be a really, really dope one. It's of a new level, as Eric says. It's an evolution
Yeah.
between the album we released back in 2017 to the single released earlier this year,
Yeah.
and then this new single. It's raw and real. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Evolution.
So obviously, you're just a step away from being world famous.
Oh,
clearly.
So
I'll take it.
yeah. So what would be like on your writer list, like things that you need to have in your dressing room before you go on stage, like must-haves? All green M&Ms.
I have done so many interviews. Nobody's ever asked me that question. That is really good.
And you've been waiting.
I've been waiting.
Like, where is my mini horse, damn it?
There you go. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's one that stumps me. But what particularly would I like to have? I know what it is. Calm music, something by B.B. King.
Okay.
Or
yeah.
something of a calming nature. Because before I always hit the stage, I love to remain quiet and just very
Yeah.
calm.
Yeah.
So something and maybe, few things, drink here and there and whatever.
There you go. Maybe a bunny rabbit to pet or something
Yes,
calming.
just like that. I need to call you to do that
Yeah,
right.
yeah. This is, Kim, can you bring the bunnies? And I'm like, I'm
Bring
on
the
Can you
it.
bring the
Nice.
service chinchilla, please?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Just put 2 of these chinchillas on your eyes and relax
Can
back
you
and listen to B.B.
imagine
King.
how cute and tiny a service vest would be for a chinchilla? Ooh, it's like an American Girl doll service vest. You just
Oh
strap
my
it on a little.
gosh.
Oh God.
Oh, I love that.
You were the valedictorian,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank
Were you
you.
a nerd?
I was a big time nerd.
Well, did you have like a favorite subject or like a factoid that you would come to parties with?
Books, a lot of textbooks. It was chemistry. And I love a lot of and a lot of physics. I carry a lot of the physics books with me.
Oh, you
So
are
the
a
sexy
nerd.
sciences.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sciences. And at the time, some trigonometry books. Wherever I went, I always had a pen in my pocket and ready to always.
But with a pocket protector, were you,
Oh,
you were
heck yeah.
conscientious
Pretty much.
about that? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's important.
Those are also all the heaviest books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must be jacked. Like, that's what they don't think about with nerds. I'm like, yeah, but all the books they have are thick.
See, after college, I was like, all those books were so damn expensive. I just saw nerds as super rich.
Yeah, right.
Just preemptively, I was like, they're holding their life savings in their arms right now.
Exactly.
Pretty
That's
much.
money. Absolutely. Do you think that you would be friends with younger you? I would not be friends with
Ooh,
younger
I
me.
love that question. Actually, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the younger me, and that's something I usually sometimes go back to. I think I would have been a great big brother to him, encourage
Aw.
him, teach him and say, hey, someday you're going to be in America sitting on a show called Comedians Interviewing Musicians.
Yeah. And then he'd be like, shut up.
Exactly.
That's not going to happen.
He goes back in time to alter everything so he doesn't have to do this.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
Skip this day.
This is his butterfly effect moment. He's like, we can't go back.
We can't go there.
We can't do it.
Avoid it at all costs.
I would like to know, like, is this what your younger self thought you would be doing? Like, did younger you want to be a scientist? Or, like, my younger self wanted to be a scientist, and I feel like I probably would have fought current me. Just like a really bad, awkward, nerdy fight, but it would have been a fight.
So you were a nerd, too.
Oh, duh.
Nice.
Oh, time.
I wasn't
nerds.
blessed with these great looks for nothing. Years and years of systemic abuse. Yes, okay,
Well,
wait.
younger me, I honestly, I think at first I dreamed about being a pilot. Probably most of us young kids. As I saw a plane going well, I was like, oh, I want to fly that. And I've never been in a plane then. So, and besides that, I think growing up, I always knew I would be in a teaching capacity. Because everywhere I went, I started teaching and tutoring since I was in 4th grade.
Wow.
So then, hence the nerd.
Come on,
But all
valedictorian.
along, even in high school, from about 10th grade, I was teaching classes while I was in the school. And so they had to skip me a few grades. And then,
Damn.
So through all of that, I always now be teaching. So even as a singer or the songs I write, is always teaching something. you know.
Right. Well, we were talking about this earlier. Like singers and comedians, or musicians and comedians are storytellers.
Yes.
It's just the difference in the way they tell stories. It's interesting that, like, thinking of a teacher also being a storyteller, they're telling historical stories, or
Always.
they're teaching you facts or laws of math and science, and that's. We cracked another
We are
code.
learning so much here.
It's going to be comedians
comedians.
interviewing teachers, interviewing musicians next
Oh
week,
my
y'all.
gosh.
We're going full G rating. Oh, Lord. Fair enough. Are you guys ready to hear some more music?
Yeah, let's get ready for another song. Give it up for Roland and the Roots
Rhythm,
Riddim.
ladies and gentlemen.
This one is called These Four Walls. It's about breaking free, setting yourself free to come alive. Speak your truth, be yourself. Gotta get out these crazy walls. Somebody help me please. Help me please. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, these four walls are fortress for my protection, and now these are the walls of my imprisonment. Oh God, to speak my truth is to sign my own banishment. I sing, you taught me the thoughts to think, you gave me the words to say, but the questions remain unanswered. I used to be on top of my world, controlling my own destiny. Now I am unsure of my identity. Oh yeah, robbed of all tranquility as I watch my world crumbling down, sitting in this cold prison cell, locked up in these four walls of hell. Oh God, oh God, how did I get here? I say, somebody please come to my rescue. Oh yeah, bring me the light,
show me the way, and I walk free to my dying day.
bring me the light, show me the way, and I'll walk free to my dying day. Bring me the light, show me the way, and I'll walk free to my dying day. Bring me the light, yes,
Show me the way,
and I'll walk free to my dying day. All of my life I've been running, oh yes, from the shadows of my past, from the shame of my life story, from the chains of my own destiny. It's just your game of mutiny. You said we had a special thing, you backed and moved with everything. Children used to play here, birds used to sing here. I watched the sun go down. This night is dark and dreary. Once a home, now walls of emptiness. I smell the stench of my own coffin as these four walls come closing in. I can hear the sirens closing in. I feel the shackles getting tight. Mr. Sheriff, what is my right? I'm standing at this hell's gate. Your gavel decides my fate. Where is the justice you spoke about? Where is the love you preach about? Somebody please come to my rescue. Oh yeah, bring me the light, show me the way,
and I walk free to my dying day.
bring me the light, show me the way, and I'll walk free to my dying day. Bring me the light, show me the way, and I'll walk free to my dying day. Bring me the light, show me the way, walk free, I walk free. Bring me the light.
Show me the way, and I'll walk free to my dying day.
Bring me the light.
Show me the way, and I'll walk free to my dying day.
Bring me the light. Show me the way, and I'll walk free to my dying day. Bring me the light. Show me the way, and I'll walk free to my dying day.
Yes, give it up.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Roland and the Roots Riddim here
Thank
at
you so
Austin
much.
Eastsiders. Thank you so much for being here.
If you're having a good time, if you are, please put some dollars in the buckets on your table. 100% of that goes to Roland and the band. If you are having a double good time, you could consider joining our Patreon membership for as little as $1 a month, and we'll give you a T-shirt tonight. Say what?
What?
Okay.
And if you're not having a good time, I still want your money.
Yeah, pay me.
Thank you.
Y'all spend $1 a month on way weirder shit, so I don't even. I need to know.
I am your Starbucks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Make me your Starbucks. I'll burn the roof of your mouth the same. Okay. Anyway, we are here with Roland and the Roots Riddim. Oh, we got some snaps from the sound guy. There we go. We're gonna. This is the part of the interview where we've done some stalking.
More stalking.
More stalking. It's our job. We
We
got
go
cleared.
deeper.
I almost said CSI. The CIA has cleared us. You have a huge band.
Yeah.
And obviously, like it is, you said it earlier. They're all working professionals. It's hard to like get everybody together. What are some of the struggles of getting everybody together or recording? Like, do you have to record things in pieces, or do you like really wait for everybody?
Well, those are some of the struggle because everybody's busy. But at the same time, what I want to say at the top of that is while everyone is a working professional, I am very blessed and fortunate to be creating with some of the most amazing human beings.
Oh, round of applause for that.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. And I'm not just saying that just because they're here, but yeah, you know.
And if you
Sparkle
guys could
just
step
smirked.
outside, please.
Exactly. So,
Plug
I mean,
your
and
ears.
some of it is just coordinating schedules. That's really the most part of it because
Yeah.
everyone in this band want to be there. There you go. he told me if you say that, I will pay you some money.
Yeah, Leo just handed him what a to 5.
He was like, and I'll give you that. There you go.
And so, but I think some of the biggest thing is just really coordinating schedules.
Yeah.
At the same time, but besides that, everything else is really, really good. You know, schedules, making rehearsals, and making gigs. But what we've managed to do, the band's been together about 6 years, and what we've done is to set up a lot of professional outlets that help us. For example, we have a Gmail calendar.
Smart.
Yes.
That you
we
share. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We share that, and then we also have a what's it called? Our little thing, Slack, which we use for a lot of group discussions. So every gigs that come, the agent calls us, we post that and see who's available and who
good.
can make it and whatever you.
Oh, so it's like a whole team
Yes,
that
it
you can
is.
like pick
Yes.
the starting lineman off like who's available. Oh, that's
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, and it's good. It's hard to find those people that you can also create with and not have to like.
trust.
Yeah, absolutely, and not butt heads, and you also feel safe with on stage, so you can enjoy and just like focus on your music and what you're doing, and not be like, who's gonna f up?
Yeah.
right. Who's not showing up
Who's
today?
not showing
Damn
up?
you,
Yeah.
Tim.
Damn it! Yeah.
So as far as like writing goes, is it like do you write a majority of the things and you meet up with the rest of the group, or is it a huge collaborative effort?
All of the above. I write the majority just because what has happened before we even formed the band, Leo and I, before we started this band, I wrote hundreds of songs before I ever moved to Austin.
Yeah.
So when I came here, in fact, Leonard and I met by me looking for a drummer to record with on the songs. So then that continued. I continue to write. Besides writing songs, I'm also a published author, so I write books also. So this keeps me going. But also within the band, even though, yes, I write, when we come to work on it, everyone add their part in it also.
Yes.
Because sometimes something might be recorded one way in the drums on the record, but Leonard will go like, you know what we should do? And then I always stop and listen. So, oh, actually, that's good. That's really all.
Yeah.
E-Rock would take some of what's on there and do his own interpretation, and the ladies, So it is that live and also, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you pick the creative people around you, right? Like you pick your team
Absolutely.
based on their abilities and gifts.
Yeah, and I feel like you can feel that wholeness in your music as well.
Thank you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's just it feels like everyone's collaborative and yeah.
Yes, indeed.
He's a good dude.
Good
right there.
job.
Speaking, you were gonna bring up your book. You have written a book about your life.
Yes.
I know, like, if you want to explain to the listeners, like, we know a little bit, but like, what was it like moving from Austin to? Did you go from Liberia straight to Austin, or like, did you go to the States? Where else did you live around in there?
From Liberia to North Carolina. I lived there for 10 years before moving to Austin. Yeah.
And then, like, so just dang, that's amazing. Were you making music in North Carolina as well?
Yeah, but most people would have thought it was noise.
Noise.
Well, I was doing music back home playing, but I did not know Western instruments like guitar and piano. So then I started teaching myself the piano when I got to North Carolina. I was about 21, 22. So most Sundays, there were families that hosted me. And so most Sundays after they come from church, I would get on the piano and start playing. And some were trying to take a nap. So I'd be like, that's enough. Oh, my God. Just stop it.
I just gave my morning to Jesus. Now shut the hell up.
The hell up, exactly, yeah.
Everyone's a Christian till they got a nap.
Exactly. So through that, I learned. And then I travel as a speaker, as a motivational, inspirational speaker. So most of the time before I would get on stage to speak, I would get on the piano and play and learn a lot of different songs. Then I transfer to guitar and bass and then other instruments, yeah.
I was going to say, you play like a ton of instruments, but there's this great quote on your website. We're about to get real, people. This is a great quote. I read it in the car to Kim and her mom, and they were like, damn. Okay. Music is my first love and a sacred space of tranquility. When bullets were flying everywhere, taking lives randomly, and mortar shells dreadfully blasting in the streets of Monrovia, my 3-stringed village guitar became my best friend and deepest comfort.
It's beautiful.
Damn.
Yeah.
Welcome to our TED Talk. Okay.
Exactly.
So the 3-string village guitar, that's the instrument you like. Is that the first instrument you learned how to play that you had to translate into like learning like the 6-string?
Oh, yeah, it translated into this. The first instrument was a log drum. We called it cling. I learned that. And then the djembe later on. And then, of course, the village guitar, which is almost like the top 3 strings. Yeah. And then only 2 frets right there.
Oh.
Yeah. It's sometime, I think, in northern Africa and through Mali called the ongoni. It's very oval. It almost looked like the form, I was going to say mandolin, but not a mandolin. There's something else. It has the shape of a banjo a little bit. But it's oval with a little sound hole, and then right then you just play that.
Wow.
And the neck is, of course, narrow and smaller. But, yeah.
It's like a muffler. It's just
much like that, just like the flat, yeah.
That's genius. How many instruments do you play?
Ooh, counting some of what I'm still learning, I think I'm about a good 7 or 8. Yeah.
Damn.
Do you have any instruments that you will never learn how to play strictly because you hate them?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
You're like, xylophones, screw them, hate them, burn them all, don't care.
Oh, I love a xylophone.
I mean, too. I'm here for
That's
a xylophone.
fun. Good here for a xylophone.
Sparkle said the triangle.
The triangle.
The triangle. Like, I feel like people like think that's easy to play, but I know I could fuck it up.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Absolutely.
fair. That's
You're like,
fair.
Kim, you're not even hitting it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've got it.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Dinner's ready. Get your ass in here.
Do you have a goal instrument you would like to play someday that you're...
Yeah, I've just gotten started back on it again. I started with the alto sax back in North Carolina. But then moving here, I sold the thing to get some money and move. So now I just picked up back on it. It's a little secret. Everybody just hearing it, but I just
You heard it first here on Music First Hand. You picked back up the alto sax.
Yes, I'm picking that up. Because usually in all of the songs I write, I arrange horn parts. So I really want to be able to play the instrument. Because it's one thing to just play it, but every instrument speaks its own unique frequency and touch. And I like to dive into it so then I can know what type of compositions I want to do with it. Because sometimes I just have to sing vocally to the horn players and say, can you do this? And they'll do it, but I want to be able to get within the frequency of that instrument, yeah.
Good mouth horn.
Good mouth horn?
Yeah,
it's like a kazoo. No.
That's a fart.
Yeah. I guess it's like, that's such a valedictorian way to go about that. You're like, I want to write music, but I want to know all of it first. So, but I think that's important. I mean, there are so many musicians, and like we work with actors all the time who have no idea how to find their light or stay in frame. Those kinds of like simple things that you would learn if you ever stood behind a camera, or if you ever tried to play another. Like if you're yelling at your bandmate, like, why doesn't this sound like that? I'm like, well, bitch, you don't play the bass. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So that makes sense. Like,
Yep.
I guess, and you. This is come on, lead in. I didn't mean to do this, but the segue. You hashtag community a lot on your Instagram, and it's very clear to your presence online is very much about like uniting people through music, connecting a bunch of different musicians on stage together to create this like one thing. Like, why did you start sort of associating your band and your project with community in general? Like, where did that come from?
Community is what got me where I am, and just a little piece of the backstory. This first song we played, Never Give Up, is about my life story. When I was a 3-month-old baby, I was thrown away on a community dump site.
Good Lord.
And literally, an older lady walking by heard a baby crying from in the cardboard box, opened it, and there's a baby in there covered in fire and screaming. That would be me. So she and the entire neighborhood ran out to the police station. Couldn't find my parents, so she raised me. But even though she was raising me, a lot of people in the community helped me.
Takes a village.
That's it. That's literally what we say back home. And along the way, so many people have helped me. Even to come to America. It's an American family that I call mom and dad. It's an American white family. The Helms in North Carolina. They heard my story, sponsored me to finish high school, came here and sent me to college. And along the way, wherever I've gone, like say my first university and the second one, people from everywhere who just saw me speak, I didn't even know them, they would write checks and just send it to the college to pay my tuition.
Wow.
So I graduated debt-free, something I did not even fully understand until later on. Yeah. And so debt-free, and the university, Gardner-Webb University, gave me back a check for $310 and said, you overpaid.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know
So-
that college was like,
Right?
because they were signing that check.
Exactly. And so at the end of it, at the core of me, community, humanity is what's helped me to get here. And so, and it's through music that I've healed a lot. The people who threw me away on the dump site, I looked for them, found them, told them I forgive them.
Wow.
And so I use the music to reach people and to, there's a lot of noise going on, a lot of negativity.
Absolutely.
People quick to get sucked into all this mindless BS. So I like to use music, use my story to reach the community, inspire people, And so that is why it's there. And everyone on the team here are heart-centered people.
Yeah.
Usually after rehearsals or after the last interview we did on KOP, the ladies, everybody just do a group hug. So it's always a group hugging band, So I've always found myself around loving people.
I'm ready to get in the middle of that group hug.
I know, I'm
after
literally
this.
about to start
I'm
sobbing.
like, I need a hug right now.
I don't know if I'm about to start my
Someone touch
period
me.
or something, but I am like,
We're all synced up now.
well, I guess this is a good last question before we could do a couple more songs. Like you just did a couple weeks ago, Austin to Africa benefit.
Yes.
So it's like why, like that makes sense, so much more sense to me why it's so important to you to give back and to understand that, like why, how important is it for you to use your music to implement awareness and change? And like, is it something that is it a goal when you're writing songs to like make change, or is it just like a form of self-expression that just happens to be super powerful?
Both. It's both.
Like that.
Some I completely just express myself completely, and others it's about message to the community. Like a cane example, the single that's coming out, there is a line when I originally wrote, I say, and I heard the voice of Jaja saying, I had originally written "Son, be still." And I thought, let's leave the ladies out, or females out. I said, okay, well, let's go back and change son to child, and everyone can be a child in the song. And so I always try to do that and say, okay, yes, it's me expressing myself, but also my story is something I'm conscious of, is that my story may be crazy and extreme, but every human being has a story.
Absolutely.
And in some way, we find our stories in each other's story. We find how we relate. So that's there. And so it is important to me to use the music. Music is my most raw self. It is a music that I don't hold back. It's in music that I don't give a damn. I express myself because something I've come to know. I know human beings. I know what make human beings tick. I know how to see through a person and love them still. And one thing that helps me not to pretend, because sometimes when we observe and see things, we tend to try to play nice and play quiet and act in a way that we don't want to upset someone.
Yeah, stay safe.
Polite.
Yeah, stay safe and polite. But then through music, I can be all of the above and still speak truth.
Absolutely.
And still be authentic and still reach people. Because the moment you open your mouth to sing, people can get your frequency. They can feel you and know what you're about. If you're angry and pissed, we're going to hear it. If you're loving and kind-hearted, we're going to know that. So through the music, I use that to reach people.
Yeah, and you definitely
Beautiful.
you give a voice for people who feel they don't have one, and you put that out, and so everyone will listen.
Yes,
And I think that's beautiful.
Everybody wants to hear a story and find themselves in it. And I
Yeah.
think that's so beautiful that you've like even had the wherewithal to adapt the
Common
language
ground.
and like just good Lord. Can we get a round of applause for that
Yeah,
incredible?
dang.
Now that we're all gonna go home and cry
Yeah.
and call our moms,
Mom.
do you guys want to hear a couple of more songs?
Yes.
All right, keep it going for Roland and the Roots
Riddim.
Riddim, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. This one is called Rainbow World. It is meant to celebrate diversity within humanity. Everywhere you go, you see on this planet all kinds of different skin colors, cultures, accents, belief systems, and what have you. And this is what makes the human race what it is. So I wrote this song to celebrate that and to tell everyone who seeks to divide the people with all this madness to cease and desist and let the human being self-determine, because we're all really alike, more alike than we are different. We all want the same thing. We all just want to be happy. It's just a little song I wrote for everyone in the world. No matter what you look like, well, you're simply beautiful. This is just a little song for everyone here today. No matter what you look like, you're simply beautiful. Rainbow City, rainbow countries, rainbow people. It's a rainbow world. Oh, Rainbow City,
Rainbow City,
rainbow country,
Rainbow Country,
rainbow people.
Rainbow people.
It's a rainbow world. I woke up this morning looking at the rainfall, and then the sunrise right through the fall. Everything misty, such a natural mystic. Don't try to overstand, but I can appreciate bright shining stars light up the night skies. Mr. Sun comes and brightens my day. It's all just creation, natural revelation. I don't try to overstand, but I can appreciate Rainbow City,
Rainbow City,
rainbow country,
Rainbow Country,
rainbow people.
Rainbow people.
It's a rainbow. Oh, Rainbow City,
Rainbow City,
rainbow country,
Rainbow Country,
rainbow people.
Rainbow people.
It's a rainbow world. Hit us. Looking at my neighborhood, I see the red, brown, the black and white. Even the yellow man too. It seems to me it's a rainbow people with bright shining smiles. Such a beautiful world. Looking at the flowers, I see the dancing trees. I hear the birds tweeting. What a nice, nice world. Don't try to fight it. Don't segregate it. Oh, please, don't you destroy it. Just open up your hearts And you too, like I can see. It's so beautiful. What a rainbow world. Rainbow city.
Rainbow City.
Rainbow country.
Rainbow country.
Rainbow people.
Rainbow people. It's a
Rainbow
rainbow world.
world. Rainbow city.
Rainbow City.
Rainbow country.
Rainbow country.
Rainbow people.
Rainbow people.
It's a rainbow world. Here I come. Mr. Eric Gutierrez on lead guitar. Oh, yeah, yeah. Rainbow City.
Rainbow City.
Rainbow country.
Rainbow country.
Rainbow people.
Rainbow
Yeah.
people.
It's
It's
a
a
rainbow
rainbow
world. Oh, Rainbow City.
Rainbow City.
Rainbow country.
Rainbow country.
Rainbow people.
Rainbow people.
It's a rainbow world. Rainbow world. A beautiful world. Rainbow people.
Rainbow people.
It's a rainbow world. Thank you. Thank you. This one is called Find a Solution to save Mother Earth from corporate greed and negativity. We've got to leave a better place behind for the future generation. We've only got one home called Earth. So we've got to find a solution to stop this pollution. Stabba-doopa-doopa-dee-na. Stabba-doopa-dee-na, na 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 na. Staglado, staglado, staglado. Still ya baba, oh yeah. Stabba-doopa-doopa-dee-na. Staglado, staglado, staglado. Ba-doopa-doo-dim-pan. Yeah. Hey, you want to fly to the moon? You want to see the farthest galaxies. You want to take pride in being the first to make your discoveries. You want to take care of the poor, the hungry, and the downtrodden in your neighborhood. Hey, something going wrong here. Am I the only one who sees what's wrong with this picture? Somebody help us change this broken structure. Staglado, staglado, staglado. Say what you gonna do when you can find there's a solution away. You and I, we can make this change right now. Whoa, my brothers, can you open up your hearts? You might think I'm a dreamy fool, just a dreamer, dreaming of a better world, just a dreamer. I know we can build a better world, just like a parasite. You always take and never give. Now the whole world is suffering. The bears of Mother Earth keep running and running. The signs are everywhere. The nations are crumbling down. That's a hard price to pay for your lies and greed. Time is running out, and you've got to make a move. Say what you're gonna do when you can find there's a solution. You and I, we can make this change right now. Oh, my sisters, open up your hearts. You might think I'm a dreamy fool, just a dreamer, dreaming of a better world, just a dream on. Stop, hey, the time has come when we must face the truth. These lies and greed, destruction of the world. If we must leave a place behind for the future generation, we've got to make a change. When you can find there's a solution, you and I make the change right now. Oh, my brothers, open up your heart. You might think I'm a dreamy fool, just a dreamer. I know we can build a better world, just a dreamer. Hey, rock. There's a solution, where I and I make the change right now. Oh, hey, open up your hearts. You might think I'm a dreamy fool, just a dreamer. Dreaming for a better world, just a dreamer. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lord, when you can find there's a solution. You and I, oh, yeah. Please open up your heart. You might think I'm a dreamy fool, just a dreamer. Dreaming for a better world, yeah, a dreamer. I know we can build a better world, yeah, Lord, 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 Lord.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Give it up. Roland and the Roots Riddim.
Thank you guys so much for sticking around with us. Before we get out of here, we're going to play a game, but we have to thank our sponsors first. 'Cause
Hell
that's
yeah.
how podcasts work.
Boom.
Also, we just really love East Cider, so thank you again for
Yes,
having
as
us.
an Eastsiders and our cider goddesses.
Tip your cider goddess. She's working hard
Yeah.
and pouring harder. I don't really know what
There it
that's
is.
saying.
Hard cider, hard, hard, hard.
Also, if you're having fun, please drop some dollars into the buckets on your table. They go directly to the band. But if you would like to support Kim and I, because we hungry bitches, you can go in the back and sign up for Patreon and pay for a pizza. Yay! Because, you know, like people have sugar daddies on the internet. Like, where the hell are our sugar daddies? Come on, Patreon.
I love sugar.
As well as New Standard Manufacturing. They will put a T-shirt on your back. If you join us for $1, we'll put a T-shirt on your back tonight.
I
It's
will
cold.
personally put a T-shirt on you. If
I will wear you like a T-shirt if you join.
There it is.
Yes. Thank you again to our sponsors. We appreciate you. The last thing we'd like to do with Roland and the Roots Rhythm is we're going to play a little game. It's like a really messed up spelling bee because I don't know, like you fans of Roland and the Roots Rhythm know that Riddim
There
is
it is.
spelled R-I-D-D.
I am.
I-M. Riddim. R-U-U-M? Is it U-M?
I
It's
am.
U. It's I-M.
R-I-D-D-I-M.
Yeah.
I am. There we go. I have it written down. We're going to play a game. I'm going to ask you how to spell famous, intentionally misspelled band names.
You know.
There were not that many that were like that hard, but like think Fish is P-H-I-S-H, or like
Fancy.
Mortal Kombat has a K instead of a C. So it's going to be like that.
Kesha, dollar
Kesha, yeah,
sign.
she got a dollar sign instead of an
Rude.
S.
Whatever.
I think she actually just legitimately was raised to believe that that might have been an S. Who knows?
Or
She's
she
from
was
the
drunk
middle-
on the computer and was like, and dollar sign send.
She's been washing her mouth.
Kasha.
Yeah, she's been washing her mouth with Jack Daniels or whatever the hell she is. So she's
There it is.
probably missing
So
all the
this
brain
is
cells.
a game that spelling does count.
Spelling does count. So I'm going to ask you to spell This band, the Monkees.
As a group.
We're starting easy.
Yeah. And you can all
Yeah, the
help.
Monkees.
You can phone
Like,
a friend.
hey, we're the Monkees. We don't know how to spell monkey.
Monkey. M-O-N.
But how does the band spell it?
M-O-N-K-E-Y-S?
It's 2 E's. Monkees.
Okay.
He was like, I don't know. Why are you looking at me? Shit. He's like, I'm just a white dude holding a guitar. Just because of that, I do not know. How dare you? Hey, I have Google. I don't know how to type it. Okay.
no.
Second one, Def Leppard. This one's tricky because both of the words are misspelled.
Okay, I want to try on this. You got
Yeah, do it. You're right on that one. It's DEF.
L-E-P-P-A-R-D.
Hell yeah. He got that right. 10 points, Gryffindor.
Perfect.
I know that one's fun. Like, it's almost like some of them you think like it would be hard to mess up, but it's like, okay, how would an idiot spell this? Or how would an idiot hairband in the 70s and 80s do it? It's fine. Poor guy got his arm cut off. Okay. 3. Twisted. I did not know who this band was. It's not Twisted Sister. It's just Twisted. Twisted.
Like a Twizzler?
Yeah.
T-W-I-S-D-I-D?
It's TWIZTID. They were like, we're going to mess up the front part of the word and the last part of the
I
word.
was like, that's stupid.
It's stupid.
That's dumb. Don't count it.
I just want to know how many of these were actually created 100% honestly and just no one corrected Chet or Brad on how to spell leopard.
That's because they can't spell their own names.
No. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
You
Okay.
know, I was going to say that. It was probably on something.
Yeah, like, Leonard Skinnard.
You got it?
White guy with
Okay.
guitar. Who also has facial hair.
Leonard.
Yeah, there's Y's
Yeah.
in there.
I got as a
By
Skinner,
vowel.
S-K-Y. I was going for the last part.
Yeah, go the last part.
S-K-Y. N-A-R-D.
N-Y-R-D.
N-Y, yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
all,
an N
all
in
the
there.
vowels. All the vowels are Y's. It's L-Y-N-Y-R-D, which looks like a bad Scrabble hand. Like it's like that.
Yeah.
And then Skinnerd is it's all the same thing. Okay, Limp Biscuit. Only one of these words is misspelled.
Is it biscuit?
Listen to the white guy on guitar.
So white guy with the guitar, he got
Yeah,
this.
yeah. It's the biscuit.
That's the name of this show.
I would absolutely shit a chicken if he's like, I am Limp Biscuit, actually. Thank you very much.
There it is.
What was the name again?
Limp biscuit.
Limp Biscuit.
Yeah.
Okay, you Is it Z? Okay. So they give me a suggestion like I'm the spokes guy here.
Oh, yeah. No,
It's like
Bunny
you
knows. Bunny is right.
Yeah.
Go with
Bunny's got-
hers.
Bunny, okay, Bunny, you go.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
B-I-Z-C-U-I.
See, I wish you would have done the CUI. It's Bizkit.
Kit.
K-I-T.
K-I-T.
Like a Kit Kat
Biscuit.
with a
Oh my
biscuit.
Biz
That sounds
Kit.
good. I would
should've-
love
I
to have
should've
a
spelled it
biscuit
out.
with a Kit Kat filling. and then I would just I make it sad and be like Limp Biscuit.
Someone call Red Lobster and be like, cheddar biscuits out.
Out.
Bizkits in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kit Kats.
Next one is we'll skip that one because it's super easy. This one's fun. Churches is a new band.
I don't like this one.
This one's mean because they like.
No, I like them, but my dyslexia is going crazy.
Yeah, it's a V instead of a U. Come on, yes. Actually, I have a friend in a band from Mexico, and they're called Centauros, like Centaurus. But they're just like ignoring the fact that they changed the V. They're like, whatever, we get it. It's Centauros.
No.
It's not Centaurus.
My dyslexia is like freaking out right now. What the hell?
Also, fun fact: the word for an intentionally misspelled word is a homophone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I want to speak to
Yeah.
your manager.
Well, you can't because they're
What the
probably
hell?
they're probably a Karen with a C
Yeah.
and a Y. Okay, here's a good one. The last one I'm going to give you. This one's really hard. Honestly, bad. Susie and the Banshees. Yeah, everyone's like, oh shit.
Everyone like throwing the towel. This one sucks.
I'm gonna take a try at it.
Do it.
S-U-Z-I-E. B-E-N.
Ooh.
C-H. I-E?
Honestly, I wouldn't hate that one. That's not bad, but it's terribly wrong.
No, it's awful. You're done.
Her name is Susie, but she does it like the Sioux Native American tribe. It's S-I-O-U-X. Not kidding. There's an X in Susie now. Yeah, thank
Not
you.
even close.
Thank you, Sparkle. She looked at me like, what the okay. S-I-O-U-X-S-I-E. That's Susie. And the Banshees is B-A-N-S-H-E-E-S. Damn.
Listen, just because we gave you the alphabet doesn't mean you can spell anything the way you
Yeah,
want.
and use all the letters. Like, who do you think we are? What if we need letters up in here? Although Susie and the Banshees, like, oh God,
People who's
don't
like
get me wrong.
Kim, who spelled her name with a Y. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, I want to know you, Kim, with a
Yeah.
Y. That's actually pretty good. You got like 2 out of 7 of those right, and those were all pretty
That's
damn
hard.
hard. Round of applause. We're gonna cut this live stream,
Yeah.
but before we get out of here, Kim, I love you.
I love you too.
I really do.
That
And
was
shout out to your
beautiful.
mom for being
Shout
here.
out to my mom.
She made her.
We're sorry.
Yes.
Speak to the manager. She's over there. And also Anna, who is one of our tried and true
Yes.
on here. She is doing Shitface Shakespeare at the Spider House coming up this weekend.
It's just as fun as it sounds.
Absolutely. So check that out. And also next week, we're going to be at Space 2055
With Kid Jones.
Spelled with a Y.
In 2 days.
K-Y-D-D. Because no, screw it. Who
Just
cares?
Bend over all the rule books.
America.
It's fine. Where can we hunt y'all down? Where can we follow you? Where can we?
Yeah, what's your house number? Like,
Yeah,
what's...
Mother's Maiden. All the
where
good
we
stuff.
Where are all of that?
You can find us on social media, Facebook at Roland and the Roots Riddim.
With an I, not a U, because I'm
yeah.
illiterate.
Exactly, R-I-D-D-I-M. Or at the website, Mr. Music, MISTAMUZIC.com.
There we go. See, that's why. Y'all wanted to know why I did Miss.
Exactly.
It's a theme.
Letters are all
There it
blurry
is.
to me now. They're all blurry. I don't know. Screw it.
It's just a suggestion.
I don't
Spelling.
know. We should all be numbers. I don't know.
All right, give a big, huge another round of applause.
Round of applause
For Roland and the
for
Roots
Roland
Rhythm.
and the Roots Rhythm. Thank y'all so much.
Austin Eastsiders, thank you again. Tip your servers. Thank you. Have a lovely evening and come see us next week.
Yeah.
Love you, mean it. Bye.